Number one, POS is not that easy. Is not the easiest way to make money in the country. We are only doing the work because of one. We are finding it hard to get employed. Are you getting me? So we only do it in a situation whereby if you have a little money, you can just start up, maybe earning maybe 1,000 in a day to be managing yourself for the meantime.
Because I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't want to show my face.
No,
Don't show my face.
wear your cap now. That one is not a problem. Why did you say Tinubu is not a good person?
Wait till they talk. Wait till they talk. Wait till they talk.
Answer me.
Okay. Wait till they
My
talk.
name is Wally Pass from MaiMedia TV. Can I know
Okay, my name is Andrew.
your name? Andrew.
Yes.
As things are going in Nigeria now, what do you think that is the causes of the hardship in the town now?
The causes of the hardship in the town.
Yeah.
Because of the number one citizen are not doing things in the rightful way now.
Okay. How do you mean?
The laws that he's implementing, they are not doing the thing the way it's supposed to be, and they are not acting. And even the law they are implementing, they are not working towards it to supervise on how the things are supposed to be like. So that's why we are having these challenges that we're having. Number one, by implementing a law of removing the subsidy. Number one, that's one of the major challenges that we are facing now. They are removing the subsidy without no plans. So there was no plan of removing the plans they made. Removing the subsidy was even on the first day of his inauguration, saying subsidy is gone. That was a very bad start. So that was where the problem started from. The dollar increasing to 1,004 thereabout, 1,005 thereabout. So it's also one of the problems we are having because business people now are having challenges to import goods and other things, and also custom increasing their stamp duty, import duty, regardless of anything. So that's also the challenges we are having. So they're making things difficult for the citizens.
So what do you think we can do to suppress the hardship in the city now?
The things we can do to suppress the hardship, number one is to reduce the cost of governance. That's the number one thing to do first. If you reduce the cost of governance, things will start getting done. Then, if you implement a law, you have to supervise the implementation of what you did. If you implement a law, you have to supervise it. It's not like you saying that this particular thing is supposed to be 100 naira, and you are giving a minister or someone that is supposed to be in charge of it to work on this particular project, and you won't go and supervise what you give to the person. Are you getting me? Or check on the work. So that's one of the problems we are having. If you are not checking, anybody can do anything as the way the person wants.
Do you think the president can supervise all the works?
That's why we have the president. We have the president. We have the vice. We have the ministers. We have the senators, and every sector in the country has a leader that leads that particular sector. So if the number one citizen give a work to a particular minister or a particular senator or a particular head of any sector, it's easier to call a particular head of a sector to ask a question why this work is not being done. Are you getting me? So when you call him, check him up, he will be the person to check up the ones behind him. Are you getting me? So, but all those things are not being done. That's why nobody is taking accountability of his work. So that's the challenges.
Do you think if the youth happen to be the president of this country will be more better?
It's not about a youth being the president of the country. It's all about somebody who is willingly to sacrifice for the country. When I mean sacrifice, somebody who is willingly to do the work that is being needed. You have to be accountable for everything because Nigeria people having a president, they have you. You are the number one person. If anything happens to go wrong, you always be the person that will call, regardless of anything. So it's all about accountability and also doing the work that is meant to be done. Are you getting me? So that was it.
Like this now, because why I ask the question is because some people are saying it's because this Baba is old. That is why it's not performing well in the presidency seat.
It's not about because he's being old. It can be one of the reasons, but it cannot be the fully reasons. Why? Because when he's the president, he's supposed to have people to work with. If you have people who are willingly to do the work and people who you delegate a particular work for, and they are doing the work the way it's supposed to be, the country will not be running this way. I get it. But when you don't have comparable people to do the work, that means people always have your name, calling you bad names that you're not doing anything because you don't have capable people behind you. Even if a president is not capable, why he has a comfortable people, you see the country will be running well without having more challenges. But you have to have a vision of what you want to do, firstly, as the number one citizen. So that's it.
All right. In Nigeria now, it seems POS is the easiest way to make money in Nigeria now. So, is there any way this economy is affecting the POS business?
And number one, POS is not that easy. Is not the easiest way to make money in the country. We are only doing the work because of one. We are finding it hard to get employed. Are you getting me? So we only do it in a situation whereby if you have a little money, you can just start up, maybe earning maybe 1,000 in a day to be managing yourself for the meantime because there is no work in the country. Are you getting me? Because if you actually say, okay, let me not do anything, that means you don't want to eat, you don't want to survive. So the major way to survive is to find something to be doing. Are you getting me? Major people also want to do other things, and the youth are doing other things to try to survive. But if the government happens to create employment for us, it will be more easier for us. Then we'll go and work. Are you getting me? The country is very, is a creative country. The youth are very creative. So there is always a way to survive. Are you getting me? But if the government happens to help us in one or two ways, and which is doing the major things that they are supposed to do to create employment, if they happens to create employment, at least the rate of poverty will dramatically reduce. Are you getting me? So people are suffering a lot because of all this implementation of laws that are not being managed well. So people are suffering. So
So,
that's the challenge.
are you thinking there is no employment in this country? Are you thinking they are not employing people in this country?
I'm not thinking that they are not employing people, but then when it comes to the employment rate is very poor. Are you getting me? And the situation is like every year people are passing out from school.
Sure.
From NYC, people are always passing out. So if people are passing out from NYC and they are not getting job, are you getting me? The unemployment rate will keep on increasing because we know that in Nigeria we have many university, we have any college of education, we have many schools. Are you getting me? So if you are passing out from NYC and they are not being employed, at least 70% of students that passed out supposed to be employed. Not in a situation whereby when students pass out, we are still having like the lowest, which is maybe out of the 100%, you will be seeing maybe 20 is being employed. Where is the 30%? Where is the 80%? We are not seeing them. So that's the challenges that we are having.
So, what do you think the current government now can do to increase the rate of employment in the country?
And the things that they can do is they have a lot of sectors that are supposed to be fixed with people. We still have ghost workers. And a lot of sectors don't have, they are just fixing names of people that are not working. Are you getting me? They have vacant seats, and those vacant seats are kept for unknown people that we don't know about. Are you getting me? So government have to say, check all these sectors. If a particular name, they say, okay, this name is supposed to be here, they're supposed to here. They check all these things. If they happens to see that some spaces are out, they have to employ all these people that's parting out from the school. And they have to create other things that can be helping out or building industry between health sectors, building a lot of things that can help to employ people. Because if you happens to build a hospital, maybe this Moena, if you happens to build a big hospital, you will see that you have reduced maybe 30% or 40% of unemployment. Because if you do that, you will employ people. Some people that are jobless will be able to be employed in that hospital. Are you getting? So we expect government to be building factories and industries in the state and in the country altogether.
What about if government are building factory without electricity? What's that one?
That's also one of the problems that we are having. It looks like electricity is becoming very challenging these days because the rate of light that we have now is very poor, more than before. Are you getting me? So I don't know. The minister of power or stuff is supposed to be working. Supposed to be at least showing that he's there, he's working. So I don't actually know why things are not going the way it's supposed to be. So the electricity sector, I don't actually understand them this period because we are not having light. To have light now is a very big challenge. Maybe in a month, you might be seeing light like five times or six times. So the light is very poor. In a week, you might be seeing light once. So the light is very poor. So but Nigeria, we are used to suffering now. So
we are used to suffering.
we are used to suffering.
God help us,
So
oh.
if you complain, you will just rest. So that's the challenges.
All right, now thank you very much, my bro. God bless.